the all-electric Nissan Ariya. With dual-motor e-Force all-wheel drive that helps put you in control, the Nissan Ariya is electric with an edge.
Also, the other thing as well is it's very hard to hit that behind from where he's bowled at. So if you're premeditating...
Well, you're premeditating, so it's got to be in your right zone. Well, yeah, I'm never going to win the argument against the reverse sweep. I think there's easier shots to play, but...
Tried it, Lords? No,
I've tried it once, but Tim David comes to the crease. I don't think he'll be reverse sweeping too much.
Well, we had a chat to Tim David in the pre-game about just so often he just has such limited amount of time and deliveries to work with to execute or build any sort of innings. And he said he's finding that a little bit more and more frustrating. So an opportunity here, not even at the halfway mark yet. And he finds himself in the middle of what is a packed SCG, an outstanding crowd here. A lot of support for the Pakistan team, who have fought back beautifully after Australia were no wicket for 52. They've lost 4 for 34 off the last 37 deliveries. Sufyan, a slip in. Goes to hit Rongan. And Tim David was up to the task. It's an excellent over there for the young man. 4 for 87 at the halfway mark.
This is what you're saying before there, Gilly. I think he averages around 11 or 12 balls an innings. So it's hard to build yourself an innings, isn't it? As you look at the dismissal here from Marcus Stoinis, it's outside leg stump. It's very hard to get behind point region. You can only hit it to where he just hit it there and got caught in the deep. And if you do premeditate, it is hard to go the other way. We don't know what Marcus Stoinis was thinking if he was premeditating, but it's hard to go the other way if you're already committed to playing the reverse sweep. He'll be disappointed.
He had to premeditate. To get in that position so early, you've got to premeditate. If he wasn't premeditating, he should have played a normal sweep shot to the leg side, but that's what he picked out, given the short boundary, I guess, on the offside, but there was a man out there. It's not like there's no man there. Abbas back in the attack. He's bowled beautifully, actually, in both games. 2 overs, 1 for 7. He's been the pick of the bowlers. Here's the reverse sweeps. The one on the left is the wrong one, which actually a drop catch as well. So didn't get hold of that one. Then the next one's the wicket. So for my way of thinking, that's none from 2 for Marcus Stoinis on the reverse sweep. When you're so big and strong, do you need to play that so often?
Well, he played it a lot in the last World Cup, both World Cups, and he got away with it. That was his way to actually try and rotate strike as well, because sometimes it can be challenging on turning wickets.
I knew that young fella's actually supporting there. It's a nice positive attitude to life, isn't it? Win-win.
Yeah, I get it in the right circumstances. If it's a spinning pitch, if you're not picking which way it's turning, if it's a small boundary, if you want to manipulate the field, I know they're all legitimate reasons, but when you're a big, strong striker of the ball, I don't know why you're going to that shot so often.
What amazes me, that shot on the right, there's no real follow-through. It is a flick of the wrist, and that has carried all the way, albeit to a short boundary, but he has absolutely smoked that.
Yeah, sure does. He's a powerful man.
Yeah. from the captain. And they're halfway through this lineup, Pakistan.
That's a big wicket there for Pakistan. Glenn Maxwell was getting himself in. Not the strike rate we're used to from the big show. But Sufyan drags one down there. Maxwell turns his wrist over that. Would have liked to get more elevation. But safe hands out in the deep there. Australia lose their 5th wicket here.
Yeah, it's a big blow that for Pakistan and Australia. Maxwell 21 from 20. Just had to sort of steady the ship a bit so he couldn't go all out attack, and he's picked the longest boundary, probably into the wind too, I think, and he just came over the top of it. He sort of rolled his wrists, and that's what...
This is the all-electric Nissan Ariya. With dual-motor e-force all-wheel drive that helps put you in control, the Nissan Ariya is electric with an edge.
Got the field set, defensive side, and they're executing well. Pakistan, Aaron Hardy at 7. Big all-rounder from Perth.
Yeah, make the batsman hit to the big boundaries. That's a tactic that's often used at this particular ground if the pitch is on one side of the square or another.
I was quite surprised Maxie didn't play an attempted reverse to a short boundary there. He usually would try and pick that off, but he was in that steady the ship mode.
Nice touch from Hardy.
Yeah, a little paddle sweep. Well, he just wanted to flat bat it over cover, orthodox style, Glenn Maxwell. That's why he gave himself the room.
Yeah, and we spoke about it earlier. He's created that move in the field to make himself have that sort of availability to do that. We saw one straight down the ground, but he wanted that gap there.
And the attack with the slip. Well bowled, well played. So a real momentum swing, and if chances have been held, Australia could be even under more pressure. But at the power play completion, the first 6 overs, 5 fours, 3 sixes were hit, and since then just 3 boundaries. Big delivery here, important delivery for Aaron Hardy to get through outside the line. Nice bit of bowling from the young wrist spinner. 5 for 97, 8 to go.
This is the all-electric Nissan Ariya. With dual-motor e-force all-wheel drive that helps put you in control, the Nissan Ariya is electric with an edge.
Self-room, and pretty good catch out there. It might have been dipping on him. It was hit firmly, and Pakistan have taken their last 2 chances. You can see Aaron Hardy, he's a big boy, gets a big stride in. Just wonder whether it might be worth bowling Ali Agha from that end with his off-spin, make him hit to the big boundary. The right-handers, that is.
Tyson to take it on.
Yeah. Just a little bit of hold in the pitch.
Two for 14 off the last 3 overs, so momentum with Pakistan. Tim David with an opportunity just to maybe absorb a few deliveries before he has to really pull the trigger. He can ill afford to lose another wicket. Xavier Bartlett down on the list to come in at number 8. He's decent enough with Willow in hand, but it's the top and middle order that you need your runs from.
Yeah, most definitely, Gillian. I love how tight they are in the field here. They're nice and close to the batsman. They're saving the one. They want him to hit through the field. Skillful bowler like Shane Shah to Tim David here. He knows he's not going to take him on. He can hold his length to him. He can change his pace. Not rotate strike. That's where pressure builds. That's where you try and build that big shot. You want them to play that big shot. Get your experienced bowler back on. It's a short boundary outside the leg side, but he's giving him nothing.
Not a lot of support for it. It's making a good case here.
The only two blokes that should know are the bowler and the coach going upstairs.
He's gone and asked a bloke that was probably as far away from the action as any of them at a deep set mid-off.
TV umpire to director. We have a player review for caught behind. Original decision is not out. It's a fair delivery. Can I start with front on, please?
I think Tim David signalled his shirt.
Thank you.
He's going to bluff to him. It's not even close.
Yeah, thank you. Ball appears close to bat there. Can we move to RTS? Keep rolling. Yeah, roll back for me, please. Gav, if you can. Roll back. Thank you. Clear gap between bat and ball. Flat line as the ball passes the bat. I'm satisfied no bat involved. We can go back on field, please. Sean, I'll get you to stay with your original decision of not out. You're on screen. Signal now.
Good old bluff from Timmy.
Yeah.
Tip my shirt.
Well, Adam Zampa convinced Brisbane to take a review in Adelaide.
Oh, yeah, it's chains.
There you go. That
Could be the chain, yeah.
That is the big IPL-funded gold chain.
Well, it's the West Indian from the 80s and 90s.
This is good stuff now. Shaheen, he took a bit of a battering in that first over. He went for 21 in the opening over. But, gee, that's something to consider as a player. Should that ball have been really close to the edge and the timing all lined up, you could understand why an umpire might deem that to have been hit.
The umpire's not really giving it. He hasn't given it out, but the players behind there, it's surely you know the difference between a chain hitting the grill and a bat and cricket ball.
Fumble, see them get through for a bye.
You're a bling man, weren't you, Junior?
Well, in our day, the West Indies, you'd go to Guyana, I think it was,
Yeah.
where you get the bracelets.
Yep.
The gold bracelet with your name on it.
You'd all come home with a bit of bling from the
Good
West
enough for
Indies.
Viv Richards and
Yeah, well,
Dujon and these boys.
you get into the
You
mood.
gotta get one.
You think it looks cool.
Got to get one.
You think you're cool.
Yeah.
And you get brought back down to earth when you get back to Australia.
Where do you wear that? Wyong RSL or something?
Beg your pardon? Probably Maroubra RSL.
Matraville.
But I reckon that'd be annoying, that chain flapping around. Just tuck it inside your shirt.
What
shouldn't
Jofra Archer running into the
Oh,
bowl?
yeah.
Those guys,
Yeah.
that's got to be heavy.
you? Yeah.
So an adjustment, a wide slip in. Excellent from Shaheen, just the 2 runs, but only 1 off the bat from that over. 5 for 99.
So there's a Snicko's picking up some sort of noise.
Well, if that, as I say, if that was right in close near his gloves, we'll have a listen and see if we can pick up anything. Oh, what there, was there?
A bit of Santa Slay, the jingles.
I'm tucking the chain in there under the shirt.
Yeah?
Oh. All right, when you're showing off in the outfield with your chain hanging out, but when you're batting, tuck it inside.
It's great bowling, that.
Yeah.
Great bowling. Big boundary. Nice and full on his pads.
We're going for the 1 boundary.
I'm surprised they haven't got the normal sweep out, the right-handers. There's a fair gap. The field's just moving now, but there's a man at deep. We're moving men everywhere now, so what I was going to say is irrelevant because the fieldsmen are gone. But
Get in early, June.
But there's plenty of room on the leg side for the normal sweep.
Yeah. 100 up for Australia. 2's a call. And it's enough work to be done in the outfield so that they'll get back. It's contrasting 50s for Australia. That first 50 coming up in 3.1 overs. It's been hard work since then.
It definitely has, but it's just the skill of the Pakistan bowlers as well. Haris Rauf to come back and just put his foot down and where he left off in the one-day series.
Hey, Harris and Abbas, they are the two that changed the game. And they've adjusted well, actually, Pakistan. They've got a lot of off-pace deliveries.
Big 3 deliveries here. Tim David, he likes the ball coming on. He'll want to attack the quicker bowlers at the back end of this innings. So 3 deliveries left to inflict some more damage. Sufyan.
There's a big boundary out in that leg side. Some of these Pakistan players, I don't think they would have seen a boundary this big.
Well, even the boundaries at the Gabba the other night, but the factor is there is the wicket's actually good and it comes on nice. We're here at the SCG, it tends to stay a little bit lower, get a bit of purchase off the wicket. And you've got to hit gaps here on that boundary. You can't hit it over the fence unless you've got the power of these two.
Just need to get it past the inside circle. You get 2 every time on that leg side.
It's also hard to do that when he's actually bowling a nice length and he's mixing up with wrong uns. It's quite a challenge. That leading edge comes into it. But I'll be thinking 2 as well, June, 100%.
Has not allowed any rhythm to the Australian batting. Sufyan Hakim, last delivery. Just overhits it. Kept to 1. That's a brilliant spell from the left armour on his return to the Pakistan team. 2 for 21. 9 dot balls. And, yeah, well received by his teammates.
Yeah, brilliant spell. And he bowled it back of a length. He didn't get it really full, did he? Just back of a length and was just holding on the pitch. Made it difficult to get hold of with that length.
The good thing there was he was allowed to come on after a breakthrough as well, which calmed the nerves a little bit, but it allows you to, maybe bowl that one drag down or get the nerve ball out of there, but get a couple of other chances as well. He bowled fantastic through there.
This man has been the leader of the pack for Pakistan on this tour. Question here for Tim David, how soon does he want to start to really go on the offensive? He's 8 off 14. He said at the Gabba he looked at the scoreboard and he was 4 off 8 balls and he felt like he was really under pressure.
Yeah, with Haris Rauf, he bowled so well to him and Glenn Maxwell. So I don't know what he's going to look to do here. Short boundary. Might bowl that change up, go a little bit wider maybe.
Straight drop.
Oh.
Leave it, Harris.
Pakistan, they've caught probably 4 and they've dropped 4, maybe 5. Looked like he didn't pick up at all. Under his arm. He's got his hands into an awkward spot. You can see him looking into the crowd like, I did not pick that up.
There's just no excuse for that. The only thing possibly in his mind, he would have thought it was coming harder. But there's just no excuse for that. And he's got great hands. It's another drop catch this summer for Pakistan.
Slice, backing back.
Oh,
It's a teaser.
get your hands up.
Tim David's going to get back for 2 as well.
So that's not an easy opportunity there, but if you make the hard yards early, you're half a chance of actually diving and putting your hands out and actually catching it. Probably a little bit too far out of his reach.
Well, he went the wrong way. He went to his right instead of his left.
Just keeps creating chances, doesn't he, Haris Rauf?
I'm putting that one down as a chance, even though he didn't get a hand on it. As a Mahmood there on the right.
He's just making subtle changes at every delivery, Haris Rauf. Hooks to the leg side. Ooh, may have touched the rope there whilst in possession. I'm sure they'll be checking that one.
Well, if that's gone for, they've made an absolute meal of that as well. There's no way that should be allowed to go for 4. Not sure why you're getting on the ground like that.
Just poor awareness
Tell
of
you
where the boundary rope is. It's just little basic things.
Poor display of fielding. There's no other way you can put it.
Poor fella's had 7 drop catches off him so far this summer. 7. And then you got fielding like that as well. He
David gets it where he wants it. Just over pitch there, no protection back on the offside, straight down the ground. So a welcome boundary.
Good shot, muscled it through wide mid-off. He was looking to go. That's the one that went leg side, the misfield. He just misjudged it. He made an absolute meal of it down there. Turned 2 into 4, and then Harris Ralph over pitches outside off stump. And Tim David's good enough to get that big bat onto it.
It's the arc that you can't bowl from.
Step hit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Slice.
Here we go.
Should be taken. Nothing guaranteed for Pakistan, but that's beautifully secured. Abbas Afridi, yeah, celebrate. Young man, you deserve it. You're putting on a display, a fine display of bowling for your country here. And Australia lose the dangerous Tim David.
Well, that was an eventful over, wasn't it? Just missed time there, tried to go over mid-wicket, but he's hit it down long on's throat. One of the guys has got safe hands in the outfield tonight, Abbas. And look at that celebration. It means so much to him, Harris Ralph. Australia lose Tim David, 6 for 115.
He might be just a tad disappointed, Dave. He didn't hit that for 6. It was actually right in the slot. Whether it just skidded off a bit more, didn't come on the pace he thought. It was there to be hit.
Walked across and just tried to swat it.
Just sliced it too much. The back face was on a sharp angle. Brett Lee must have been Harris Ralph's idol. That celebration, he's got a bit of Binga Lee in it.
Just loves playing in Australia, doesn't he?
He does. 14 wickets now in 4.5 white ball games. And the thing for Pakistan, they've been horrible in the field, really. That's putting it lightly. But when they have missed an opportunity, the bonus is they've kept creating opportunities as well. So they haven't had anything really damage them. Xavier Bartlett. Be quick from Queensland. He's at the non-striker's end. Oh, that sounded good and is very good. And Hardy, even with the loss of the wicket, the ball before was going to pop into that.
I think I would have brought the spinner on, the off spinner on. Just run over just to see what happens. It seems Shah's the one bowler that's looked likely to go the journey tonight. He's been skidding on. It's a powerful shot from Hardy. It's probably 6. It's hit right on the bottom of the cushion, which it's only going to hit it on the full any part of it, and it is 6.
He's hit that hard.
And he, big boy, big, strong boy.
You can't afford to bowl short for boys in the West. It's so strong. Got some big boys over there, Gilly.
Yeah, Junior's got a theory on that.
Well, they're either giants or the opposite. Little fellas.
Oh, here we go. What's your theory?
No, I don't
It's
know.
either big or small, is it? David and Goliath.
That's not a theory. It's
Well, it's not a theory.
it's just a fact. There's no 6-footers. They're either
Concrete evidence.
5'6" or 6'6".
It's nothing length, really, isn't it? As I say, Junior, Asim Shah just skids on, just doesn't quite have the trajectory. Get any steepling bounce. Powerful bloke.
Bartlett off the mark. He's got a top score of 42 in the Big Bash, and he averages 20 in Sheffield Shield cricket. So, and we heard Usman Khawaja giving him a rap a couple of nights ago. Said he's a very good batsman.
Australia's going to need him to bat as long as he can here tonight with Aaron Hardy. Hopefully this man here can keep hitting these over the ropes. Fast hands there.
Fielded. It's a tough one, Harris Ralph.
After this bowling 6 at 140. Nice little stop there, a little bit of a tumble as well.
It wasn't convincing, but he got the job done.
That's how it's done, boys.
Yeah.
It's not that hard, as he would be saying there in his mind.
Yeah. Oh. In the air long enough to create a bit of excitement for Pakistan supporters.
I don't think it carried. Farhan there. Farhan there at mid-wicket. No, no.
Oh, if he got there earlier, June Dye
No.
Ford got that, wouldn't he?
No, no.
Oh, what about the other one?
I thought the other one was a chance where he ran round. That one's not a chance.
Superman.
Harsh but fair. No chance, that one.
Nice back end of the over there from Naseem. 16 gone. 6 for 124, Australia.
Looks like a pitch where the new ball just skids on nicely, then the older ball
Holds up, yeah.
looks like it's holding.
Yeah,
Probably typical SCG type scenario, really.
Yeah, most definitely. And when you're playing on one side of the wicket that's got a short boundary, you'll use that generally pretty well out there. It's hard to clear the big boundary at the SCG. It's deceptively big to ground.
Harris Ralph in that fourth over, he was the man, swung the momentum completely. Shaheen none for 33, but 21 of those came off that first over. Yeah, it might not be the easiest pitch to chase on, as it just gets a fraction tired. And of course, the Australians they executed beautifully the skills required in defending a total up at the Gabba. Ellis and Bartlett with their changes of pace.
Two very skilled bowlers that have been in the BBL for a long time as well. Mind you, there's another skillful bowler that's on the bench there as well. It's Sean Abbott, who's had a lot of success here at the SCG for the Sixers for a long period of time.
You can see why, because he's got a good slow ball bounce. He makes batsmen hit to the big boundaries. Normally, he's got a knack of taking wickets, Sean Abbott.
Got a lot of depth, Australian cricket, BBL. Got a lot of talent.
Yeah, for sure.
Stays on the bench as well.
I think 160, they'll fancy their chances, still Australia.
Great decision from Hardy. Says no, it is the future of Australian cricket right before our eyes now, isn't it? Young players create a name for themselves in the Big Bash and get their opportunity. A few players rested who are waiting to play the Test match on Friday.
Positive about the scheduling, isn't it? Young kids get an opportunity to come out here, showcase their talent from the BBL up to the big stage. Have that challenge and luxury of playing against the world's best. And right here, right now, getting some fast deliveries as well.
Nicely clipped. Well, Bartlett's a case in point. A couple of years ago, when we had that silly rule where you could substitute players, he was bowling one over for the Brisbane Heat, then getting chuffed off. And then I think he gained an extra yard or two of pace, Bartlett, and he hasn't looked back. He swings the ball at pace now, and he's handy with the stick.
chuffed off.
Yeah, one over and off you go.
Opens the shoulders there and gets a nice piece of it, one bounce. So he's skillful with ball in hand, and he shows that he's more than handy with bat in hand.
Much required boundary there for Australia. Shane Shah put that sort of in the slot there. Bit of a cross bat shot there down to mid-wicket. Nice boundary there for Xavier Bartlett in Australia. Going back to that sort of sub-rule, the IPL play 12.
Yep.
Just load up the batters and load the bowlers up.
Mid-wicket goes back out into the deep. Oh, it's a question might have been heading down leg side, was it? They've decided not to review that one. It's the end of a spell for Shaheen. A wicket for 39, 3 to go, Australia.
I understand, that's why you saw a lot of high totals in the IPL last year.
Pavarotti in the background there somewhere. I can
Hear something.
a bit of opera singing going on.
In the back of the box, is it? Just the 3 4s and a 6 from the 10 over mark onwards, Australia. So 4 boundaries only in 7 overs. There it is. That might be the tune, is it?
Well, listen out. It's a happy crowd. Into the gap with great power. And here comes the charge, the last 3 overs. Aaron Hardy, accustomed to batting up the top of the order in the Big Bash for the Scorchers, up at number 3, made that position his own in the absence of Mitch Marsh.
Geez, that's a shot and a half. That's
Yeah.
a front foot pull shot with a lot of power. Big boundary there. That's raced away. What's this? He plays it off the front foot. It's almost like a sweep.
Get that centre of gravity nice and low. Get the power through it. Nice comeback. Nice comeback. Yeah, that extra player rule in the IPL, there's a fear that it's going to kill off the all-rounder, isn't it? They have a sub, they can name their 11.
Yeah, there's pros to it and there's cons to it, I
Yep.
think. You're taking out the actual skill of building the team and playing with the 11, right? And that's the advantage of having that extra all-rounder. But that's why we're seeing such high scores, because you're just loading up your batters and then your bowlers, it's basically like a bowling machine. And when the wickets are so good as they were last year, half a chance to run out there. But as the wickets were so good last year because they had the World Cup there, the wickets were not used as much as previous years as well. But given the boundary sizes, given the wickets that were good and, you know, the batting depth, the totals were crazy. But the bowlers had no comeback. There was no grip off the wickets. Now, I actually really felt for the bowlers for the first time in my life. It was small boundaries, unbelievable wickets, great bats and great skills from the batsmen.
Yeah. Lisbone's filthy at himself. Might have taken a knock on the thumb too. He threw his glove off in disgust.
It's a nasty one. Always be wary of the second or third bounce. Cutter, yeah, always checks up the second time. He only bounced once. He's disappointed he let that go, actually. Gets Bartlett off strike too, more importantly.
Good skill, good skill.
I think that's a good option. The full ball tailing in for Naseem Shah. He's got that slinging action where he can bowl a good Yorker.
Hard to put that away, isn't it?
3 there, you're doing a good job.
Made to work hard here, Australia. Real arm wrestle. Game 2 of the T20 series. Well watched, beautifully guided. May not get to the boundary, but they're going to profit with at least a couple and wisely say no to a third run. It's a good bit of fielding. Nassim Sharp finishes his spell. A wicket for 44, and there's 2 overs to go. Australia 6 for 139.
Thought the big man was going to slide with him then.
It was well fielded, actually.
Great chase, early yards.
Oh, good slide. They fielded well in patches and fielded dreadful in the other patches.
It's been a little bit like Pakistan all series. That the good's been brilliant, and then the bad's been bad. They're an up and down bunch at the best of times. Unpredictable, that's the word. Well, they've got 2 overs left.
Got to go hard now.
Yeah,
real hard.
Australia can afford to do that, but they can't afford to be slow here, Pakistan. Chopped on. Who is it? Of course it is. Haris Rauf gets his 4th. Major breakthroughs. The crowd erupt.
Well, don't have to worry about catching when you rattle the pegs. And Haris Rauf is very, very good at that. That extra pace and the angle in. Bartlett trying to go long over mid-wicket. He had the right option, the right shot, just didn't execute. Bottom edge onto the pegs. Rauf gets his 4th. 7 for 139, Australia. 11 balls to go.
Four times Haris Rauf picked up 4 wickets for Pakistan in T20 cricket. Never got a 5 for. So what an opportunity here.
This man coming to the crease can hit a boundary or 2 as well. Nathan Ellis.
Yeah, I think he'll want to get Hardy on striker. Pretty difficult for a guy to come and strike it over the rope. I think Hardy's a big chance of clearing the rope if he can get down that end.
Oh. It's so animated, isn't it? Action aplenty. There's half shout for caught behinds. He thought he'd knocked him over. Waiting for the stumps to line up there.
He's generally played a miss there and just took off. thought it was the last ball of the innings.
There's not many left. He's trying to get Hardy on strike. Just needs to get some sort of willow on it.
Well, they're accused of being a bit too full at the Gabba in that 7-over slugfest. Oh, he's off again. Nathan Ellis. But he's pinned here on strike, and Haris Rauf accruing a lovely number of dot balls. Pressure back on Australia.
He's getting some nice kiss off the wicket there, Haris Rauf.
So Haris Rauf, he certainly hasn't overpitched. He's light blue colour there. He's been back of length, back of that 7-metre mark, just where the red zone starts.
You can see Shah, the yellow ones, he's been too full.
It's just
Shaheen early as well.
a bit naggy, this pitch, as the ball's got a fraction older.
He was running, no matter where he hit that. Nathan Ellis. 107 wickets for Haris Rauf, equal joint highest wicket taker for Pakistan in T20s. Hope he hasn't injured his ankle.
Copped it on the outside of the boot there, didn't he?
Outside of the ankle, was it?
Yeah, right foot, he turned it right at the end. Oof.
Be painting.
He's got the thick socks on.
That would be.
Oh, no, he's
that's afterwards. There you go.
done both ankles. Shouldn't laugh. His right one's copped the ball, then his left one's. He's forgotten about his left one. He probably saw it than his right one.
Do 2 ankles in one incident.
And nearly a hammy as well.
I managed to tear both my hamstrings at the same time in the IPL.
Not cramp.
No, I took a short single off the bat of Sean Marsh. So I wasn't even going to profit with a run, but I sprinted through and tore both hammies. The physio, Patrick Farhart, came out and said, I said, I've done my hammy.
Stretcher.
Which one? I said, both. A little recap. That was Jake Fraser McGurk. And this is Haris Rauf. He came on Australia got themselves to 52 off 3.4 overs. He opened the door. The captain came in at number 3, Inglis, and he went after just a couple of deliveries. And Pakistan had their tail up.
Yeah, a couple of good catches to start with. Then Matt Short lost a bit of the strike. And Abbas, he bowled beautifully. He's hit the pitch hard and good change of pace. And then Marcus Stoinis, he's absolutely timed the ears off that reverse sweep, hit it straight to the man in the deep. Nicely bowled by Suyan, and then Maxwell trying to go over the long boundary for 6, end up getting caught right on the rope. Then Harris Ralph got Tim David, who just sliced it too much. Just the bat face was too open. That was held down at mid-on. They dropped about 3 catches just before that, Pakistan, and then the chop on from Bartlett for Harris Ralph. And his ankles are okay, both of them.
Just 2 deliveries to get through for Harris Ralph, hunting down a 5-wicket haul. T20 cricket, it's not too often we see that. Here's the man, he's the key. Aaron Hardy, he's on strike. What damage can he inflict? Short leg side boundary, we want to access that. Tries to, but the protection will cut it off. So job done there by Harris Ralph. One more delivery, one opportunity.
That was going a long way if you connected to that, over the member stand.
And this is a free hit for Ellis.
Yep.
Free hit, this one. There he is. Tied up the top, 107 with Shadab Khan, who's not in this squad. I think he might have got a 5 for in first-class cricket, I read last week, Shadab Khan. Good cricketer, not to be here. Bats a bit, fields well.
And they turn down the opportunity for the single, so Harris Ralph take a bow again. It's regular monotony that he is just turning up and doing a job for Pakistan. 4 for 22. Well received by the Pakistan fans here at the Sydney Cricket Ground. He's going to leave the ground and probably get some ice packs on both those ankles.
Yeah.
This is the all-electric Nissan Ariya. With dual-motor e-Force all-wheel drive that helps put you in control, the Nissan Ariya is electric with an edge.
I haven't got it at the moment.
3-4, because they've never thought they were behind time on the overs.
It said 7 minutes behind, didn't it? So clearly they feel there's some sort of leniency there. There's been stoppages.
Well, Glenn Maxwell,
and the
helmet.
The injury just then. Abbas been impressive. Oh, nice. Just a slow ball. Ellis is up to the challenge. He'll get back, well run for a second.
Done an enormous job here, Pakistan, to hold Australia to this score. They look like, we were thinking 200, weren't we, early on, the way Australia got out of the blocks. But they've read the conditions well. They haven't fielded well, but they've bowled well. In particular, this man, Abbas, he's 1 for 14 from 3.1. Very, very impressive.
Just, probably. Just depends whether he considered Aaron Hardy moved across the crease at all, but he stayed still. Yeah, it's a fair call.
Yeah, it was tight, but it was the right call.
He has been bowling well tonight, but it's the partnership bowling that I really am impressed by. And Rizwan bringing on the bowlers, you know, his bowling changes have been fantastic, and then you had Sufyan that came in as well. I think they've just bowled well as a partnership and as a pack. After they got that breakthrough, they went, Harris Ralph came in, and the partnership bowling there, they just really hunted as a pack. A few drop catches, a few misfields, but they've done really, really well to bring it back here.
It's well done again. We'll get 2, but again, deception. He's not allowing any power, any real aggression from Aaron Hardy.
tell you what, I think he'd be a fair addition to the Big Bash. I think he'd be a great signing for a Big Bash team. Was the leading wicket taker for Multan in the domestic T20 grid 2 years ago. I think Big Bash franchises do well to have a look at this guy.
Oh, bat on it. The keeper settles underneath. Takes it. Smiles all around for Pakistan.
Well, it would have been a wide, definitely. But Hardy committed to the shot, hadn't he? It's one of the worst balls he'll ever bowl. I think it stayed in his hands.
It's just one of those ones where your eyes light up and you go, oh, I can hit this. And you just go, oh, no, it could have been a wide.
A bad knock that from Aaron Hardy. Thought he played well. 28 from him, 8 for 146. Got the balls to go. It stuck right in his hand to Bass. He's gone for the slow one. It hasn't come out anywhere near where he wanted it to come out, but he'll take it. Whoop.
That's the definition of a drag down.
Maybe a double bouncer. Yes, they can't be out, Aaron Hardy. Seriously.
How high is this going to have gone? Going up, it's
going
way
down.
Back down. Okay, so wicket. So Spencer Johnson on strike and slices mid off, settles underneath it. It's 2 in 2 for Abbas Afridi. He's on a hat trick. And Pakistan are doing a mighty job to mop up the tail here of the Australians. In complete contrast to the start of the innings, Australia are finding it really challenging.
52 or 3.4 overs Australia, so it's been a great comeback by Pakistan. 3 for 86 Australia when Marcus Stoinis got out. That made it 4, and it's been tough going. Johnson's out for a globe, 9 for 146.
Got a very high chance here, Junior, of getting a hat-trick. Last ball of the innings.
My word.
Waited for eternity for that, didn't he?
What will he bowl? Will he bowl a Yorker or at the back of the hand?
I reckon his bowler just hit the wicket. Hope for the best. It's a long boundary out
I
there.
would think a big slow ball, pace off.
All right. You know Zamp's going for the glory shot.
Pace off, the big leg side boundary. Adam Zampa, last ball of the innings. Abbas on a hat trick. Goes for the ramp, misses everything. A fumble from the keeper will see them run through for a bye, and it'll see Australia fight and scrap after an almighty start. They find their way to 9 for 147 at the completion of the 20 overs.
Oh, great comeback by Pakistan. Could be anything early, this score from Australia, when they got off to a flyer. Fraser McGurk and Inglis, and then the wickets kept falling. Pakistan attack adjusted their tactics. They bowled a lot of slow balls. They bowled into the wicket. They bowled some good spin as well. Their catching was 50-50, but they've got the job done. They've done a great job to restrict Australia to 147.
All right, as Pakistan players contemplate what lays ahead, it's going to be a challenging little chase, but they can be well pleased with the way they finished. They'll go down to the sideline. Megan Barnard.
Yeah, Gilly, 4 wickets for this man tonight. Harris Ralph, you were just terrific with the ball. You're going to be happy with this total and your own contribution.
Yeah, first of all, thanks to Almighty Allah, and no doubt we are so, happy to recover this after the first couple of hours, and Alhamdulillah, we chase it, inshallah.
Not just you, the rest of the bowlers, such an impressive showing tonight.
Yeah, just believe on yourself and just assess the condition. What the condition is demand, just go with the condition.
Confident you can chase this down?
Inshallah.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, fantastic. He's been outstanding. What an inspiration to his nation. Harris Ralph, he wants to get in on the act. Looks like he's okay, moving well enough after a blow to his right ankle and what we thought was maybe a twisted left ankle. As he said, it was a wonderful recovery after that onslaught in those first 3 overs, opening partnership. You can see at the top, he was 52 off 3.4 overs for Australia. Short and Fraser McGurk showed us what all the chat is about. Batting card there. And the bowlers, Harris Ralph, Gabasa Afridi, 7 wickets between them. Sufyan, the left-arm spinner, came in for his first game of the series. So outstanding the way they clawed it back, and they created so many chances. And at the end of all that, they will come out and chase 148 for victory. And such a big summer of cricket here on Fox. India is coming, the most anticipated test series of the century, and it may well be the most watched test series ever. Smith, Sharma, Kohli, Cummins, the greatest players on the biggest stage, and it is a 5-test series, and you will not miss a ball. Live in 4K on your home of cricket, Fox Cricket.
India, the powerhouse of world cricket. Our generation, we've seen the transformation from the Mr. Nice Guys of the game, Sunil Gavaskar ordering this walk-off at the MCG in 19...
करने के लिए आएंगे या फिर साहबजादा फरहान आएंगे, तो ओपनिंग करने के स्पेंसर जॉनसन फास्ट बॉलर हैं लेफ्ट हैंड के, नेथन एल्स दूसरे फास्ट बॉलर हैं, जेवियर ब्रेटलेट तीसरे फास्ट बॉलर हैं, अरुण हार्डी चौथे फास्ट बॉलर हैं और मार्कस स्टोइनिस 5वें फास्ट बॉलर हैं। तो 5 फास्ट बॉलर हैं ऑस्ट्रेलिया की टीम के पास, जबकि एडम जैम्पा और मैक्सवेल की सूरत में 2 स्पिन बॉलर रहने वाले हैं। तो बड़ा टफ मुकाबला होगा पाकिस्तान के लिए। मैच जीतना अभी भी आसान नहीं होगा, यह बात मैं आपको बता दूं। यह मैच अभी भी ऑस्ट्रेलिया की टीम जीत सकती है, लेकिन पाकिस्तान को अगर जीतना है तो अपनी जो दोस्तों शुरुआत है ओपनिंग बल्लेबाजों की वो अच्छी करनी होगी। तो पाकिस्तान के ओपनर बैट्समैन उतर रहे हैं मैदान पर बल्लेबाजी करने के लिए। वैसे एक बात आपको और भी बताऊं कि पाकिस्तान के पास इतने अच्छे फिनिशर बैट्समैन नहीं है इतने अच्छे फिनिशर बैट्समैन पाकिस्तान के पास नहीं है, इसलिए ओपनर बल्लेबाज और टॉप ऑर्डर को ही जान मारना होगी अगर यह मैच पाकिस्तान को जीतना है दोस्तों। तो चलिए सभी दोस्तों का वेलकम करते हैं आज की लाइव स्ट्रीम के अंदर। एक बार फिर से हमारे चैनल बाय द वे के ऊपर वीडियो को दोस्तों लाइक कर दीजिए, इससे पहले कि दोनों ओपनर बैट्समैन उतरे मैदान के ऊपर बल्लेबाजी करने के लिए। आप सभी दोस्तों का स्वागत है। 20 ओवर का खेल पूरा। 20 ओवर के बाद ऑस्ट्रेलिया की टीम ने बनाए हैं 147 रन दोस्तों। 9 बैट्समैन अपने गंवाए हैं। शुरुआत ऑस्ट्रेलिया के बैट्समैनों ने बड़ी डंके की चोट पर की थी और पाकिस्तान के बॉलर्स को पहले 3 ओवर के अंदर 47 रन मार दिए थे। एक समय के लिए ऐसा लग रहा था कि भाई साहब आज तो रिकॉर्ड बनेंगे, रिकॉर्ड टूटेंगे इस मैदान के अंदर। लेकिन चौथा ओवर डालने के लिए जैसे ही अब्बास आफरीदी आए और हारिस रऊफ आए दोस्तों, और हारिस ने आते ही चौथे ओवर के अंदर हालात, जज्बात और सिचुएशन सब कुछ बदल के रख दिया दोस्तों। और उसके बाद हारिस रऊफ और अब्बास अफरीदी ने आज सबसे अच्छी गेंदबाजी की। हारिस रऊफ ने 4 बैट्समैनों को आउट किया, अब्बास अफरीदी ने 3 बैट्समैनों को आउट किया और पाकिस्तान की टीम ने ऑस्ट्रेलिया को बाकी 20 ओवर के अंदर सिर्फ 147 रन बनाने दिए हैं और 9 बैट्समैन गंवाए हैं ऑस्ट्रेलिया की टीम ने। और टारगेट की बात करें तो 148 रन का टारगेट चेज करना होगा पाकिस्तान की टीम को। मतलब हर ओवर के अंदर पाकिस्तान को 7.5 रन बनाने होंगे। वैसे तो अंडर कंट्रोल दिखाई दे रहा है, टारगेट की बात करें तो पाकिस्तान के कंट्रोल में है। पाकिस्तान की टीम इस मैच को जीत सकती है, लेकिन ओपनिंग शुरुआत कैसी मिलेगी यह है सबसे बड़ा सवाल। पाकिस्तान की टीम को इस मैच को जीतना है तो पाकिस्तान के ओपनर बैट्समैनों को अच्छी शुरुआत देनी होगी दोस्तों। और पाकिस्तान की तरफ से दोनों ओपनर बैट्समैन जी हां, आज फिर से मोहम्मद रिजवान और रिजवान के साथ साहबजादा फरहान ओपनिंग करने के लिए आएंगे, क्योंकि बाबर आजम को पिछले मैच के अंदर ओपनिंग करने के लिए नहीं भेजा गया था। आज भी देखते हैं कप्तान बाबर आजम को ओपनिंग करने के लिए लेकर आते हैं या फिर साहबजादा फरहान को लेकर आते हैं। वैसे तो स्कोर की बात करें तो स्कोर जो है दोस्तों वो ऑलमोस्ट 7 रन पर ओवर के हिसाब से बनाने हैं रन। तो अगर बाबर आजम भी ओपनिंग करने के लिए आ जाएंगे तो दिक्कत है नहीं। पाकिस्तान को एक अच्छी शुरुआत चाहिए बस, मतलब अर्ली पहले 5 से 7 ओवर के अंदर पाकिस्तान की टीम को कोई विकेट नहीं गंवाना होगा, अच्छी शुरुआत लेना होगी और पाकिस्तान की टीम इस मैच को बड़े आराम से जीतकर इस सीरीज को बराबरी में ला सकती है और आखिरी टी20 मुकाबला जो होगा वो फाइनल मैच के रूप में खेला जाएगा। जरा स्कोर कार्ड एक नजर जल्दी से देखिए, इससे पहले कि दोस्तों ऑस्ट्रेलिया पाकिस्तान के दोनों ओपनर बैट्समैन उतरे मैदान पर बल्लेबाजी करने के लिए, एक नजर जल्दी से स्कोर कार्ड के ऊपर घुमाइए दोस्तों। तो स्कोर कार्ड के अंदर पाकिस्तान की टीम आज टॉस नहीं जीत पाई, रिजवान टॉस नहीं जीत पाए और टॉस जीता ऑस्ट्रेलिया के कप्तान ने और पहले कर लिया दोस्तों। ऑस्ट्रेलिया के कप्तान ने आज पहले बल्लेबाजी करने का फैसला किया और शुरुआत ऑस्ट्रेलिया के बैट्समैनों ने बड़ी ही आक्रामक किस्म की दोस्तों। जरा स्कोर कार्ड देखिए, मैथ्यू शॉर्ट बल्लेबाजी करने के लिए आए, उन्होंने 17 बॉल्स के ऊपर 32 रन बनाए, 2 छक्के 2 चौके मारे, 188 का स्ट्राइक रेट रहा। उनको अब्बास अफरीदी ने बोल्ड किया। जैक फ्रेशर 9 गेंदों पर 20 रन बनाए, 1 छक्का 3 चौके मारे, 222 का स्ट्राइक रेट रहा। उनको हारिस रऊफ ने आउट किया। जोश इंग्लिश दोस्तों आए, उन्होंने 2 गेंदों का सामना किया, उनको हारिस रऊफ ने रन नहीं बनाने दिया, उनको आउट कर दिया। ग्लेन मैक्सवेल 20 गेंदों पर 21 रन बनाकर आउट हुए, स्ट्रगल करते हुए नजर आए, खेल नहीं पाए खुल के। मार्कस स्टोइनिस ने 15 गेंदों पर 14 बनाए, टिम डेविड ने 19 गेंदों पर 18 बनाए, 2 चौके मारे। अरुण हार्डी ने 23 गेंदों के ऊपर 28 रन बनाए, 1 चौका 1 छक्का मारा। और उसके बाद जेवियर ने 9 गेंदों के ऊपर 5 रन बनाए दोस्तों। जेवियर के बाद नेथन एलिस ने 4 गेंदों पर कोई रन नहीं बनाया, 1 रन बनाया। और स्पेंसर जॉनसन 1 गेंद के ऊपर 0 पर आउट हुए दोस्तों और एडम जम्पा ने 1 गेंद के ऊपर कोई रन नहीं बनाया। पाकिस्तान के बॉलर्स ने 8 एक्स्ट्रा रन के रूप में रन लुटाए। जरा पहला विकेट देखिएगा तो 30 से चौथे ओवर के अंदर 52 पर के लिए रिजवान और बाबर।
हे गाइस, मैं बस इंतजार करना बंद कर रहा हूँ।
सातवें पर आठवें के ऊपर शाहीन शाफरीदी, फिर नसीम शाह। बल्लेबाज और टॉप ऑर्डर को ही जान मारना होगी अगर यह मैच पाकिस्तान को जीतना है दोस्तों। तो चलिए, 20 ओवर का खेल पूरा। 20 ओवर के बाद ऑस्ट्रेलिया की टीम ने बनाए हैं 147 रन दोस्तों। 9 बैट्समैन अपने गंवाए हैं। शुरुआत ऑस्ट्रेलिया के बैट्समैनों ने बड़ी डंके की चोट पर की थी और पाकिस्तान के बॉलर्स को पहले 3 ओवर के अंदर 47 रन मार दिए थे। एक समय के लिए ऐसा लग रहा था कि भाई साहब आज तो रिकॉर्ड बनेंगे, रिकॉर्ड टूटेंगे इस मैदान के अंदर। लेकिन चौथा ओवर डालने के लिए जैसे ही अब्बास आफरीदी आए और हारिस रऊफ आए दोस्तों, और हारिस ने आते ही चौथे ओवर के अंदर हालात, जज्बात और सिचुएशन सब कुछ बदल के रख दिया दोस्तों। और उसके बाद हारिस रऊफ और अब्बास अफरीदी ने आज सबसे अच्छी गेंदबाजी की। हारिस रऊफ ने 4 बैट्समैनों को आउट किया, अब्बास अफरीदी ने 3 बैट्समैनों को आउट किया और पाकिस्तान की टीम ने ऑस्ट्रेलिया को बाकी 20 ओवर के अंदर सिर्फ 147 रन बनाने दिए हैं और 9 बैट्समैन गंवाए हैं ऑस्ट्रेलिया की टीम ने। और टारगेट की बात करें तो 148 रन का टारगेट चेज करना होगा पाकिस्तान की टीम को। मतलब हर ओवर के अंदर पाकिस्तान को 7.5 रन बनाने होंगे। वैसे तो अंडर कंट्रोल दिखाई दे रहा है। टारगेट की बात करें तो पाकिस्तान के कंट्रोल में है। पाकिस्तान की टीम इस मैच को जीत सकती है, लेकिन ओपनिंग शुरुआत कैसी मिलेगी यह है सबसे बड़ा सवाल। पाकिस्तान की टीम को इस मैच को जीतना है तो पाकिस्तान के ओपनर बैट्समैनों को अच्छी शुरुआत देनी होगी दोस्तों। और पाकिस्तान की तरफ से दोनों ओपनर बैट्समैन जी हां, आज फिर से मोहम्मद रिजवान और रिजवान के साथ साहबजादा फरहान ओपनिंग करने के लिए आएंगे, क्योंकि बाबर आजम पांचवां, 115 पर छठा, 139 के ऊपर सातवां, और उसके बाद दोस्तों करते करते 147 के ऊपर 9 बल्लेबाज ऑस्ट्रेलिया की टीम ने अपने गवा दिए। बॉलिंग देखिएगा, बॉलिंग बहुत मैटर करती है क्योंकि पाकिस्तान के आज अटैक बॉलर्स ने बड़ी खराब बॉलिंग की। नसीम शाह और शाहीन शाह ने दोस्तों आज बहुत खराब गेंदबाजी की। यहां पर आपको ब्रेकिंग न्यूज दिए चलता हूं कि आज साहबजादा फरहान ओपनिंग करने के लिए नहीं आए हैं दोस्तों, बल्कि आज कप्तान बाबर आजम रिजवान के साथ बाबर आजम ओपनिंग करने के लिए मैदान के ऊपर आए हैं दोस्तों। और वही पुराने वाली जोड़ी, जी हाँ, बाबर और रिजवान की जोड़ी, वही पुराने वाली जोड़ी आज मैदान पर वापस बल्लेबाजी करने के लिए आई है। तीसरे नंबर के ऊपर साहबजादा फरहान खेलेंगे, तो बाबर और रिजवान ओपनिंग करने के लिए मैदान के ऊपर आ चुके हैं दोस्तों। और ये टारगेट चेस करने का समय है, टारगेट चेस करने का टाइम हो चुका है। पाकिस्तान के दोनों ऑफ द बैट्समैन मैदान के ऊपर आ चुके हैं। सभी दोस्तों का वेलकम, सभी दोस्तों का स्वागत, गुड आफ्टरनून बोलते हैं आज की लाइव स्ट्रीम के अंदर। मोहम्मद रिजवान स्ट्राइक पर मौजूद है, पहली गेंद का सामना करेंगे मोहम्मद रिजवान, और दूसरी गेंद पर मौजूद दोस्तों बाबर आजम, दूसरी गेंद का सामना करेंगे बाबर आजम, दूसरे गेंद से सामना करेंगे बाबर आजम दोस्तों। चलिए, बाबर और रिजवान की जोड़ी, वही पुराने वाली T20 वाली जोड़ी पाकिस्तान की टीम की, बाबर और रिजवान की। अच्छा, एक बात मुझे समझ से बाहर है दोस्तों कि आखिर क्यों साइम अयूब को खेलने का मौका नहीं दिया गया पाकिस्तान की टीम के अंदर T20 के मैचेस के अंदर, जबकि वनडे के अंदर आपको पता है वो कितना अच्छा खेले साइम अयूब, लेकिन T20 के अंदर उनको खिलाया नहीं गया। ऐसा क्यों है, आखिर क्या रीजन है कि साइम अयूब को नहीं खिलाया गया? स्पेंसर जॉनसन लेफ्ट हैंड के ये फास्ट बॉलर गेंदबाजी करेंगे, सामना करेंगे स्पेंसर जॉनसन की पहली गेंद का। मोहम्मद रिजवान राइट हैंड के बल्लेबाज मैच के अंदर उपाय करने में नहीं मिले। 120 गेंदों पर सिर्फ 148 रन का टारगेट पाकिस्तान की टीम को बनाना होगा इस मुकाबले के अंदर। 7.40 का इकॉनमी रेट चाहिए पाकिस्तान को ये मैच जीतने के लिए दोस्तों। हादिया आहद भाई हमारे साथ है, अयान ब्लॉक जी हैं, ईशल दुबे हमारे साथ हैं, और अयान खान भाई है हमारे साथ, डॉन भाई हमारे साथ, हमका स्वागत। क्रिकेट एक्सपर्ट जी हैं, नजीब रजा बरकाटी जी हैं, और उसके बाद तस्लीम एसके जी, सभी दोस्तों का वेलकम। चलिए, पहली गेंद स्पेंसर जॉनसन, एक फील्डर स्लिप के अंदर मौजूद, और स्लिप में एक फील्डर को लेकर स्पेंसर जॉनसन पहली गेंद के साथ शुरुआत करने के लिए आते हुए इस मुकाबले की बड़े मैच की दोस्तों। आप सभी दोस्तों से बस एक ही रिक्वेस्ट रहेगी मेरी कि प्लीज वीडियो को लाइक कर दीजिएगा, अगर अब तक आप दोस्तों ने लाइक नहीं कर रखा तो लाइक कर दीजिए दोस्तों वीडियो को। पहली गेंद मोहम्मद रिजवान के लिए स्पेंसर जॉनसन लेफ्ट हैंड ओवर द स्टंप से पहली गेंद लेकर दौड़ते हुए आगे में कदमों के साथ शुरुआत अच्छी करनी होगी। स्पेंसर जॉनसन पहली गेंद ओवर द स्टंप से आए, और पहली गेंद लेफ्ट साइड से पार, वाइड बॉल इन स्विंग हुई, और इस गेंद को विकेट कीपर भी नहीं पकड़ पाए। लेग के पॉइंट के ऊपर वाइड बॉल के सूरत में ये चौथा पाकिस्तान की टीम को मिलता हुआ। पहली गेंद के ऊपर 5 रन मिलते हुए बिना किसी बॉल के स्पेंसर जॉनसन ने लेग स्टंप पर गेंद डाला। बहुत ज्यादा इन स्विंग हुआ गेंद, इन स्विंग हुआ कि गेंद दोस्तों विकेट कीपर की रेंज से दूर निकल गया। जोश इंग्लिश जो कप्तान है ऑस्ट्रेलिया की टीम के, डाइव मारकर इस गेंद को पकड़ना चाहा, मगर पकड़ नहीं पाए, तो 5 रन पाकिस्तान को पहली गेंद के ऊपर दोस्तों मिल गए।
It's hard work for Josh English to try and stop that one.
रिजवान के लिए दूसरी गेंद लेकर तैयार स्पेंसर जॉनसन, फिर से आए, इस बार शॉट गेंद तीसर चबल्ला किया, कट कर दिया इस गेंद को, थर्ड मैन के पॉइंट के ऊपर जाती हुई गेंद, और वहां पर फील्डर थे नेथन एलिस जिन्होंने गेंद को फील्ड कर दिया, लेकिन